Ghana, 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 Ghana will say yeah. Ghana, 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 Ghana will say yeah.
Ghana, 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 will say yeah. Ghana, 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 will say yeah.
God bless our homeland.
Let's go down.
Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. We through humility make us cherish, honesty, and help us to resist oppressors rule with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors rule with all our will and might forevermore. I rise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold them and make them great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved. Let's build our motherland.
We are all
We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved. And build our motherland. Hey!
Calmness.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for today, and thank you for coming. To our friends in the media, for those who have stayed with us as well, I want to appreciate you for your efforts today. I've lost my voice today, and so I want to beg with those who are listening to us at home. For that, I may sound a bit scratchy. Also, I want to apologize to you. I don't have the gift of speech, unfortunately. So those of you who are hoping that I'll hit all the notes and the chords that would inspire you, I apologize in advance. Today has been one of the most important days in my life. Today we have written ourselves into the annals of the history of this country. By our resolve, by our determination, we have shown that when power backs, we respond in equal measure. We have shown that when the powers that be intend to abuse powers to corrupt our democracy, we, the civic people of this country, the right-thinking members of our society, and young people who believe that saving our democracy is important for tomorrow's generation, we've shown up. You've showed up and you've shown your faith in the process of what it means to build a true democratic culture. Now, I want to thank all those who came with us from the morning, who was here from 6 a.m., those who left are rested at home and watching us today, and those who came later on in the evening to replenish our ranks. I want to particularly thank the women for showing up, women for sending the message that women protest too. You've shown that the destiny of this future cannot be written with your role, without your roles being inscribed in gold. And I want to thank you for your sense of duty, your continuous mobilization to make this an effort. To the lawyers who mobilized themselves yesterday in order to ensure that the powers of tyranny would not have their day, We are grateful for your vigilance in ensuring that our democracy stays alive. For all the people on social media who have mobilized resources to continue to feed protesters, to provide them water, without your mobilization, without your efforts in ensuring that this works, we would not have achieved the success we've achieved today. Now, tell you what, we are not yet there. The battle to win back the soul of this country, to ensure that the path of moral decay that our leaders have put this country on, we are arresting it. Now, I promise you that a new Ghana beckons. I promise you, from the countrysides of this country, from the farms and the riversides, that a new spirit is awakening in the young Ghanaian. The belief that tomorrow will be different. The belief that tomorrow will be more generous. Tomorrow will be more empathetic. We have the faith that we can build a new culture that is empathetic and built on the pillars of freedom and justice. I assure you, at the end of this path, there are blessings of prosperity and liberty. Liberty that the founding generation promised us. But we must not relent, because the forces that seek the downfall of this republic are alive and well. They control the institutions of government. They control the courts, they control the police force, they control the military. But they cannot control the streets. We are showing them that when every institution in this country is captured and co-opted and has lost its voice, the streets will speak loud and louder than any point of time. We want to also thank our ancestors for opening up the skies today. That they have shown us by the rains that they endorse our march, that they endorse our advocacy for a different Ghana. A Ghana that is generous to tomorrow's generation. Now, today again, I am reminded of my own frailty as a human, that I may not go all the long path with you, that freedom will not come maybe in my lifetime, that I may die young, but I promise you, we are lighting a path to tomorrow. We are lighting a path that others will carry on. And this is the true faith of what we have done. We have achieved something that people before us could not achieve. But tell you what we are doing today is a little too late for you and I. This is a battle that our fathers should have fought for us, but it's too late for us. But what we are doing is ensuring that tomorrow's generation do not suffer what we have suffered. That is important. That is important, to build a culture that is respectful and recognizing that every culture that sustains itself must anticipate that old men will build trees, the shadows of which they know they would never sit. Now, I want to use this opportunity as well to remind you of that we are continuing tomorrow. This was a 3-day protest that's never happened in our republic before. Tomorrow we are showing up again. And we are marching to Julobi House. That is the purpose and intent and end point of our demonstration. We have no intention to confront the police. No. We're inviting the police again to be respectful of the law and the rules of our constitution. That the language of orders from above must cease. There's no order more stronger that speaks with a clearer voice than the constitution of this republic. Now we, the people, are inviting them to provide the necessary protection so that we can go before the people's house and speak truth to power. This is the promise of our democracy. We are inviting anybody who is listening to us that tomorrow at 10 a.m. we are moving. And so we are expecting that every individual will be assembled by 9 a.m. We are moving again and we are going towards the Jubilee House. We understand that tomorrow is a holiday. So many people have spoken up about coming. So many of you were looking to today to see whether or not the police will misconduct themselves. I hope that you have gotten your answer. That in the face of misconduct and indiscipline, when you raise your voice of justice, you can quench the fires of violence that the police animates the police. Today has been the freest we have ever been. This is what we can achieve. Tomorrow, step out and come forth. You have no reason to be afraid. You have no reason to be fearful. Come forward and join us and join your brothers and sisters in the ranks. Let us march on the streets and claim the people's democracy for them. Because the dividends of our democracy, it is for us, the people. We do not have the luxury. We do not have the luxury to hide millions in our bedrooms. So many of us here do not even earn minimum living wage. This cannot continue. So there's no reason to stay on indoors. Come out and join the streets. And for those of you who are interested, we continue to invite you to donate to support what we are doing. that those who have continued to send money for feeding demonstrators, for ensuring that they have water, please do so as well. Now, this is my final message to you. The journey is not yet ended.
Never.
We have only taken the first step. We have only taken the first step. It is important that we maintain momentum and we are consistent. That we achieve for our generation and next generation a new constitution that is built on social justice. A new constitution that secures for us all accountability, respect for the rule of law. That must change in our lifetime. This is what we are asking of you. Thank you very much for those who have come. And I expect to see you here with us tomorrow. Freedom. People. Power. 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 Today we have shown the beauty of the people's power. Thank you very much and have a good night. Freedom!
Well, so we just heard from convener of Fix the Country, Oliver Baka-Vomawo. If you're wondering where all of these happened, it happened right here in the middle of the street here, right in front of the 37 Military Hospital. Now, the Jubilee House is just about 200 meters away from this place. On a regular day, on a normal day, you cannot stand in the middle of this road to do this because this is a busy, very busy stretch. It's a high security area. That Fix the Country and the protesters who say they're embarking on this unprecedented 3-day protest were able to hold their protest right here in the middle of the road. It started in the morning. Now let me show you what is happening here. So you can see these police officers have been stationed here since morning. They've been stationed here since morning together with the protesters. It rained heavily here. Many of the protesters who are here are drenched to the skin. They are drenched to the skin. Many of them stood here right here in the rain when it was shining, the sun was shining, it was very hot. They were here in the sun. When it rained also, they were here. I have one of them here with me. I want to find out from him. So you've been here since morning.
Yeah.
It was really hot. And then it started raining. You were in it all throughout. What's your objective for being here?
We've made our point very clear. It is very serious that we will sit down as a people